Welcome to Coffee and Careers. My name is Jared.
My name is Connor.
Today we're actually going to be talking to Connor about his time so far at Bridge Logistics, his process as he just graduated our development team and is moving on to our H.E.N.R.Y team. H.E.N.R.Y standing for
Higher earners, not yet rich.
Not rich
Not
yet.
rich yet.
Close enough. Welcome to Coffees and Careers. Coffees and Careers.
We need
Bridge
a little,
Logistics.
Yeah, we need it.
Ow! So Connor, what's your background prior to working at Bridge?
Just typical jobs. High school, I had a few restaurant gigs. I worked at Elise Chicken as a cashier. Not the most fun time. Worked as a cook at La Rosa's. That was a little bit better. We're easing towards where we wanted to be. I did police dispatch for a while in Norwood, but we actually got disbanded as they outsourced to Hamilton County. So I got laid off from there, and here I am.
Well, awesome. How'd you end up here then?
I think Liz reached out to me via LinkedIn. She did a great job bringing me in, hooking me on the job. And, after a few conversations and interviews with the team, I thought it was the right fit for me personally.
Glad to hear. We're definitely glad that you're here, and it's worked out so far. So I guess then give us a brief overview of your time at Bridge so far.
Oh yeah, it's been pretty good. The first 3 months you come down, at least if you're coming in for a sales role, you're going to do operations. They're going to put you on one of the higher earning teams, kind of fill you in on how to do the job in general. It's going to give you the foundation for your whole time here. I think that's some of the more important times when you get here. It's going to really lay the groundwork for knowing how to use the computers, knowing how to just get the lingo down, speak to carriers, speak to customers. Yeah, so that's for the first 3 months. Next 3 months, you're going to go upstairs and work in the SDR role. It's more of like a market research role, kind of like a lead generation type of deal. That's going to really help you get a grip on how to speak to customers and kind of prospect. That's also really important. I know when you move over to the D team, that's going to be the next step. It's going to be essential to be able to call the customers, call these companies, and get the information that you need. That's going to be something big as far as growing your own book of business. It's going to be big as far as finding out if a fit isn't there. It's going to just be a good use of your time, because when you're on the D team, which like I said is the next step, it's going to really be building into yourself. It's going to be when your own book of business starts and it's really time to lock in and get going here, because that's the step I actually just graduated from. So now I'm
awesome.
up to the H.E.N.R.Y step.
Appreciate you breaking that down for us. When Liz reached out to you through LinkedIn, what made you choose Bridge? What brought you into the building? What made you sign the dotted line there?
I had a few phone conversations. I talked to Liz and I talked to Calvin via video. They just seemed very genuine, friendly, professional, everything you can ask for as far as recruiting goes. They didn't seem like they pushed too hard. They want the fit to be right for both of you. People succeed in different places differently. Really, if the fit's there, they want to push that and they want to bring you in. And, I came in for like an in-person interview I had with Chris. The second I stepped in the door, I was full suited up. I walk in, everyone's in shorts and hoodies. And I'm like, okay, maybe a little bit overdressed for this, but it's all right. It's all right. Here to make an impression.
Good.
I walk in, everyone greets you. I was really nervous coming out of college that, I didn't want to go to an organization where I'm kind of just tossed at the bottom of the totem pole with, a lot of older people who, just kind of use you. Here, it just really feels like a team mentality. And that's something that I love about this place. It's you walk in every day. It's almost like you just get to come in and hang out with your friends, but you're doing your job. So that's probably my favorite part about this place.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear. Remember that Bridge Logistics will not use you. Since you mentioned your favorite part of the place, what's been the hardest aspect of the role up until this point that you've come across?
I'd say with me not having any experience in the logistics field or sales, I guess you could say, just getting okay with rejection. It happens. It happens to the best of us. The best don't get there without hearing no. And it's just as simple as that. You can ask Jared. He did sales for a while. You hear no a lot, and you have to be okay with that. For every no, there's a yes coming around the corner, and it just makes it that much sweeter. So if that's the mentality you have, you'd probably be a good fit for the job.
Awesome. Appreciate that. So then what's the best part of the role? What's your favorite part about it?
I like the chase. I think it's fun. It's almost like it's like a game or a sport. You have that thing and you're reaching to get it, and it feels so good when you do. It makes all the no's worth it, and it makes all like the strenuous hours calling, keeping up with customers, keeping them in your good graces, that constant communication and being their outlet sometimes. Sometimes you're not even calling about the job. You're calling, you want to just check up on them, see how they're doing, how's the family and everything. And I think that's kind of a more rewarding piece. There's not many jobs where you can go out and reach out to people and talk to them like they're your friends, but also, they're your colleagues as well.
So what's been an unexpected part of the role? What's something that you came in, weren't really expecting to come across, but It's happened.
I would say just the looseness here. You know, it's a really I'd say fun-loving environment. It's not loose as in like you're not gonna do your work, because that's not the case at all. But it's loose as in, you know, you think you're gonna do your best work when you're comfortable. You're in here, you're having fun. You talk sports, you talk this and that, and it's almost like I said, it's like a hangout. You know, you're here to do your work, but you got people supporting you from every which way. You have people you can go ask questions to, and I think that's big. You know, you got people who've been here for 5, 10 plus years who you can go and, you know, use as an outlet. And I think it's always good to have those people you can go and talk to, because, you know, coming out of college and I didn't know anything about logistics. So, I mean, if I could do it, you guys can too. That's all I'll say.
Well, since you didn't have that logistics background knowledge, and you mentioned that kind of being a tough part of coming into this role and having to really overcome that and learn the industry, what qualities do you have that you think have really benefited your success and gotten you through the development program in under a year?
Yeah, I would just say a little bit of grit. I've always been one of those, just go and get it, guys. There's work to be done. You need to go get it. I think another thing that really helped out was the training program we have here. Like I said, no experience stepping in. I had a little bit of calls experience, but the dispatch is a little bit different. There's people calling in and not the most fun calls, but it's a little bit different. The training that you go through here, first 2 weeks, you come in here not knowing anything, and the next months after, you almost feel like an expert of the industry. It's really second to none as far as the job that I've came into, and they've gave me training. I can't really thank the people who did train me enough, because they kind of set me up for the success as far as that goes.
Awesome. Glad to hear, man. Give me a day in the life as a Henry now that you've been promoted out of development. You're living the life as a fully developed logistics advisor here at Bridge. Break it down what a day looks like.
Yeah, so, you know, come in at 7:30. Get here before 7:30, because if you're not early, you're late. Come in. First thing you want to do is I just get set up for the day. You know, I make my emails. I get ready for what's to come in the day. I like to spend a lot of my day prospecting. The job's not finished. There's still more people to add. There's more people to call, and you can always do better than you're doing now. Something I really preface with my operations team is that I want to continue to grow. I don't want to get stagnant, and I don't want to, you know, settle, because like you said on the LinkedIn post, what do you say? Comfort
breeds complacency.
There you go. Complacency. You don't want to be monotonous. What is it? Monotonous? How does it?
Monogamous?
Monotonous.
You don't want your days to be full of monotony.
Yeah. You don't want to be full of monotony.
That's how you say it, right?
We got to clip that.
Bridge Logistics. We can move your freight. We might not know what the words mean, though.
Yeah. Pretty much, you know, come in, make some calls, prospects. I like to go upstairs where, you know, you can kind of get away from the craziness downstairs a little bit. I'd say I'd do that from around probably 8 to, I'd say 11:30, 12. You get an hour lunch, which is also is very good. I know a lot of people do not get hour lunches, so that's a perk right there. You know, run, grab a little Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, fuel the mind. Come back, do a little bit more prospecting, I'd say for a few more hours. You know, there's customers you want to reach out to, see how things are going and check in, see what they have going on. But, you know, my operations lead, Ben, really does take a good handle on my stuff, so I can, you know, trust to step away a little bit, and that's something big too. You got to learn to trust.
What's the saying? Trust is given?
I don't know.
Mistrust is earned.
Mistrust is earned.
What are your goals for the next year then? You've obviously done a lot in these last 10 months. Break down what you want the next 12 months to look like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, you don't want to get stagnant. You want to keep on moving forward. You know, I've been meeting my goals and surpassing them, which is why I've been able to come off a little bit early. But, you know, I don't want to stop there. I'm having a meeting with Chris to get a real, like, set kind of guideline for these next quarters. And I want to just keep adding on. I think I want to probably be at 15 or so in the next 3 months. You know, after that, just keep doubling every quarter if I can. Obviously, you know, stuff happens and, you know, markets change. But as long as you keep working and, you know, doing the behaviors you're supposed to do, your book will grow.
Awesome. I know you come in that first year at 40,000. What do you want your goal for year 2 to be?
I would say realistically maybe 55, 60. I think that's realistic as far as, you know, the pay plan, and, you know, once you get off that development team, you kind of break that down a little bit. So depending on where I can be as far as, you know, how hard I want to work, it's really going to just come to that.
So yeah, now that you moved off that development team, you start making commission on these loads and start rolling in it a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, that's something you obviously can look forward to. I mean, who doesn't like some extra money?
I know I do. Do you?
You know I do.
Do you camera guy? Do you camera guy? Awesome. Hey, even the guy behind the camera wants extra money. Appreciate you breaking everything down for your first year and what brought you to Bridge, what you did before, and how that first year's looked, what you want your next year to look like. You got any advice for a potential candidate that might be looking to become a logistics advisor at Bridge?
Yeah, I would just say give it a shot. I mean, you don't know what you're missing until you try it. I think coming in, it's a fast-paced industry. A lot of people like that. I know me coming out of college, that's something I feared. I didn't want to go someplace where I'm like dreading going into work. This just isn't someplace like that. I wake up in the morning, I'm I'm like, okay, not everyone loves waking up at 7 in the morning and going to work. It's not one of those things where I'm like, I hate work, and not everyone gets to say that. There's a lot of people out there who aren't happy in their positions. Just some advice is, if you want to go get it, it's really one of these places where, it's going to be depending on how hard you work. So it's going to be, do you want to bet on yourself, or do you want to kind of have some people bet on you? It's kind of one of those things where if you go get it, it's going to come to you. And that's something I really love about the role.
What would you tell Connor sitting in here day one? If you could go back in time and you were sitting in this exact training room day one, what could you tell day one Connor Peace?
I would tell him just keep working. I know there's some times where, you're in your head thinking, is this for you? Is this the right fit for me? Should I be elsewhere? And that comes with everything. Just keep your head on straight, keep your head low, and do the work, do what's asked of you, and you'll be just fine.
Got any last parting words of wisdom you want to add here for our viewers?
I can't wait to see you guys in here.
You heard it from him. Appreciate you guys joining Coffees and Careers. Again, I'm Jared, this is Connor, and we're Bridge Logistics.